Hello, everybody, and guess what? We're doing Sonic R again.
Yay!
I'm playing on
by Traveler's Tales.
I'm playing on PC with mods. So look at that HD 1080p widescreen, baby.
Wow, look at that
R.
1080p and not 4K. Sad. You're not a real PC gamer.
Anyway, one thing that by the way, this is something that I didn't mention before. For those of you who don't care about who don't like the lyrics, guess what? You can go in the options and pick the instrumental versions of the song, so you don't have to do the vocals.
But we're not doing that because we're not cowards.
Are you?
Someone do that if you're very, very, very basic, which we are not.
But yeah.
Right, Pedro?
Yes, don't worry.
Yes, as crap as Richard Jacques is with lyrics, they're still awesome, damn it.
Yes.
Hey. These lyrics are sung wonderfully by T.J. Davis.
That's the thing though, Joe. It's the singing that carries the lyrics.
Let me explain what I'm recording right now. I'm recording the 2004 PC version with mods made by the Sonic community that allow me to render the game in 1080p widescreen, while at the same time having mods that allow both sound effects and visuals to be more akin to the original Saturn version, as well as an improvement mod that makes the controls and the physics a bit better. Not much, but
does it actually fix the controls?
No, Jova. Like we can mod the game. We can perform miracles. I mean,
that's Sonic R's main problem, the controls.
Pedro, I'll have you know that there's an entire community of modders that have made new games via mods.
I get that,
so
but
you'd be surprised what you can do with mods, but fair enough.
Wait, why does getting the Chaos Emerald play the continue music?
That's actually the sound that's actually the sound that played in the original Saturn version. Dwebs, you're used to the PC version unmodded, but on the original Saturn version, that's the sound effect that played.
You know,
I'm surprised they didn't just do a remix of the.
Basically, the idea of these mods is to revert the game back to its original state.
Prepare to challenge.
So yeah.
So, for those of you wondering, yes, this is Sonic R. Ergo, one of the most interesting concepts of Sonic. A literal foot race, unless you're playing as Amy or Eggman, in which case you're racing in cars against people on foot.
Oh.
Another interesting mod that they made is that another mod that you can use is use the Sega Saturn boss theme from Sonic 3D Blast as the boss theme, which was a really cool idea. So I decided, yeah, why not? Let's put that in as well.
So essentially, Sonic R
she was from the same composer, So
essentially, the idea with Sonic R is this. You race to, of course, get what else? First place. However, unlike a lot of other racing games, there's actually exploration in this racing game.
Yes, there's two specific tests you can do aside from racing. You can find the Chaos Emeralds. In order to get the Chaos Emeralds, you need to collect rings so you can open up certain gates that allow you to go through certain passages where the Chaos Emeralds are. And there's also 5 Sonic medals spread throughout the entire course. If you manage to catch all 5 of them and finish at the very least in 3rd place, you'll be able to challenge a new opponent, and if you beat them, you'll unlock them. As for the Chaos Emeralds themselves, you get to get them, but you also have to finish the race in 1st place to obtain the Chaos Emeralds. So
you can actually mix things up by including changes to the climate and adding in
the options,
weather.
Yes. What I recommend,
Pedro, will you be showing off the interesting different features?
Like what?
You know, the bad weather.
Oh, that. Well, I didn't think of that, but well, sometimes it rains, sometimes it's cloudy, sometimes it's it's.
The snow turns the water to ice, at least.
Okay, Tails in Radical City.
Well, the point.
There was the emerald collecting thing.
So yeah, notice how now that I've unlocked Metal Sonic, he replaces Amy. This is actually mention something. If you're trying to complete the game 100% by getting all the secret characters plus all the emeralds to unlock Super Sonic, here's my tip for you. Don't go for the secret characters immediately. Instead, focus on getting all the 7 Chaos Emeralds first. That way, you'll be able to get them very easily because you won't be facing against the tougher secret opponents. Then, when you have all the Chaos Emeralds obtained, you can just use Super Sonic, who's broken as fuck and by far the best racer in the game, and that way you'll be easily able to unlock all the extra characters So yeah, that's what you should do. That's not what I'm doing here, though. In order to make this more interesting, I'm going to try to unlock everything as I go, basically.
Yes. And yeah, you know, I love this soundtrack.
Yes, this soundtrack has become iconic for a good reason. For it's absolutely cheesy, but absolutely deliciously so.
It's just such a glory
Yeah.
to listen
It's proud
to.
of how cheesy it is.
Yeah, yeah,
And it
yeah.
makes it so genuine.
Yeah,
Like,
it is. Yeah, here's the thing. Yes, it's definitely the music itself is really, really good. You know, again, aside, putting aside personal opinions over to Jack, and TJ Davis is a really lovely singing voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But that's the thing though. It's a good singing voice can only carry corny lyrics so far. And yes, I know a Sonic game with a Sonic song with corny lyrics. Yeah, I know. What a
Likely, I'm trying.
surprise!
these
I know.
aren't by far the corniest in this
Yeah,
franchise.
but
No.
these are really corny. And this was in 1997, and these were like some of the earlier vocal tracks we had in a Sonic game, aside from Sonic CD.
Likely, I'm trying.
Shiroi has a point, though. These are by no means the corniest. The reason that these
Oh
get
no,
the
that was
most
3D Blast Saturn as well.
The reason that these get the most attention, though, is because of, well, just the entire atmosphere of Sonic R. It literally feels like a game made on acid. In a good way, mind you, but still, holy cow, what a game.
Also, every
I
single
remember
course
spending
starts with the
my
letter
fellow-
R, by the way.
In fact, I remember
Huh.
sending my fellow commentators into silence when I read the story for this game.
Yeah, because it does
Manual.
have one.
And according to Inflin, it is canon.
Wait, Ian Flynn seriously made it canon?
No, he was told about it. It's like, yeah, it's canon. Like what?
Beautiful.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the canon story of who can win the race.
Anyway,
You know, there's actually quite a few plots where that is that, but go on, Pedro.
no, Dwebs. Here's the thing. Like Lamb Triforce said in his Understanding the Music of Sonic the Hedgehog video, Sonic benefits from that stuff anyway. Like Sonic music is at its best when it's just being unashamedly cheesy.
You mean to tell me that a series that's about a blue hedgehog and Michael Jackson series is best when it's being cheesy? I would have never have imagined.
So yeah, I only got 4 medals in the proper run, so I just cut into me getting the missing medal, and then I jumped to Tails Doll. There you go, make all the Tails Doll jokes you want.
Now's Tails, it's time to face your dark reflection. Can you feel the sunshine? Cause it's Tails versus the Tails doll!
Well,
I can't believe they based this game on a creepypasta.
Well, considering where we are, Joe, wouldn't you say, wouldn't it make more sense for you to say, can you work this out?
Well, the weird thing is, like, well, people pretty much consider "Can You Feel the Sunshine" as Tail Dolls' unofficial theme for
Which
some
makes no
reason.
sense.
I
don't-
mean, no track in this game. Okay, yeah, okay, that wasn't this one put into it. I mean, no track would really fit Tails Doll.
No, but here's the thing. It's like this. What's the name of this stage?
Something City.
Radical City.
That's it, Radical City. That's it.
What's the and they play Living in the City for the
Yeah.
stage, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that
Living in the
make
City.
more sense for
Well,
Tails?
technically the official name of the track is Work It Out.
Yeah, but
No, Work It Out is a later track.
Oh, wasn't it? Oh, never mind.
Later track, yeah.
Oh, never mind, you're
We
right.
were literally listening to the song a few moments ago.
Sorry.
So it's like, wouldn't that make more sense for the Tails doll?
Why would that make sense for the Tails doll? Well,
Dedge?
Because apparently Tails would
What?
more likely live in the city, I think he was saying.
I think
No, because this is the track that you race him in. That would make more sense than Can You Feel the Sunshine?
I actually think the modders.
Oh, okay.
I actually think the modders did a good call in bringing in the Sonic 3D Blast Saturn boss theme, because if it's the just for the sake, it fits the tone of this a lot better.
Okay, Pedro, remind me. Is it fixed where you face each of the secret bosses,
Yes,
essentially?
yes. In the first one you fight Metal Sonic. In this you fight Tails. Yes, it's fixed. So
Don't
In
you
that
have to
case-
be that character as well, like the counterpart to?
no. It doesn't matter
Oh,
which
I thought
character. It doesn't matter which character you play as. Each track has its own secret character to unlock in.
In terms of why they associated Can You Feel the Sunshine with Tails style, it's probably just down to the ironic creepy factor.
Regal Ruin,
Knuckles.
Regal Ruin, and so which is why I play as Knuckles because it is heavily implied to take place in Angel Island, considering all the echidna statues. All right, here's what you do. When you first start Regal Ruin, here's a shortcut you should take.
Back in time, is this it?
Yes, this
Yeah.
is back in time.
Exactly. You go through here, and you'll get a medal here. There you go.
Again, like, have you ever seen a racing game with this level of exploration during the race, mind
That
you?
is not the way I get up there.
I
Anyway, I learned something new.
Sonic.
Wait. How do you usually get up there, Shiroi?
For the
There's more
norm-
than one way to reach that set of ramps, but anyway, yes.
there's the primary normal path that's right in front of you, so I'm guessing that's the one she uses. No, okay. Sonic Rivals kind of tried to do the same thing. It's just that because of its 2D nature, it doesn't have as much leeway as this one did.
Yeah,
not
it's
quite sure I'd
basically
say
the
it was
classic
trying to
games
do-
multiplayer race.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure I'd say it was trying to do the same thing as this because it didn't feel like there was nearly enough exploration for it to try to be doing the same thing as this. Now, I guess if we're counting the on-foot racing thing, then yeah, I guess that. Honestly, yes, I'm one of those people who does want to see a Sonic R2 at some point.
Yeah, that's what people want
That would
to
actually-
Team Sonic.
Oh.
Wait,
Well-
that's the thing. That's what people wanted Team Sonic Racing to be. It's like
That's because everybody saw the art in that and thought the exact same thing.
even though we saw a two cars in that teaser.
I don't
Okay,
even remember the cars. Anyway, carry on.
I mean, yeah, it was a bad teaser, but still.
Bad teaser for a good game, but I will say that Sonic Forces Speed Battle is actually not a bad answer to Sonic R. Like, okay, it doesn't have all the freedom of motion, but honestly, Sonic Forces Speed Battle is actually a pretty good contender. Has an amazing roster too.
I thought something like that would be Sonic Rivals.
Also, I'm surprised that you didn't save Knuckles for the boss battle against Metal Knuckles, Pedro.
Well, I don't know. I felt like, okay, this is the Angel Island stage. Let's go with Knuckles. I mean, it's not like I can play as Eggman right now because you can only unlock Eggman once you beat the game at one time. So.
On that note, yes, so this is where a lot of Metal counterparts actually made their debut in this game.
Well, the Egg Robot made its debut in Sonic and Knuckles. Metal Sonic.
No, Pedro. I said Metal counterparts.
Oh, right.
The robot counterparts.
Well, Metal Sonic was introduced in CD. There was that.
I said most of the Metal counterparts. Ergo,
Just two.
I guess.
Well, yeah, that's most of the Metal counterparts. There's 3 Metal counterparts, and 2 of them made their debut in this game. Ergo, most of them made their debut here.
Wait. Who? I'm sorry. Metal Sonic,
Tails
Egg
Doll.
Robo, Tails Doll, and...
Tails Doll and Metal
Tails-
Knuckles.
Well, Tails Doll's not really metal, is he?
Yeah.
He's the Robo counterpart, ergo, considered... He was essentially Metal Tails before they actually did make a Metal Tails in the comics.
I'm actually Mr. Jova Hexion, don't you mean? Since there's only 2 of them, don't you mean half instead of most?
Only 2 of who?
This boss music is good.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah, it's from another game, but still good.
Knuckles, why are you walking like that?
That's his victory, and that's his victory
Jockey in
animation.
place.
He's doing a victory dance, Joe.
He's flexing on him.
Okay.
So, gonna play as Amy next now, I guess.
Yes, but first, let's play as Tails, because while Amy is useful in this section because of the water sections, I'm going to need someone a bit faster to get some of the objects first. So
This is working out, by the way.
Yeah.
As Paige, and yes, I get the feeling that this is Oil Ocean Zone, seeing as how that submarine seems like a distinct reference to Eggman's boss fight from Sonic 2 there.
It's possible because not a lot of people bring this up, but Traveler's Tales was actually more of a developer on hire than you would think, actually, because if you actually take a look at the credits, and we will, Sonic Team's key people actually did reprise most of their roles for this game. Yuji Wakao worked on it, Naoto Oshima did a lot of the art, Hirokazu Azuhara did some map design, like he did for the classics, and of course Yuji Naka was a producer. So
Luca involved as well?
No, at the time he was working on Nights and Adventure. So yeah, this game actually was kind of co-developed with Sonic Team. It wasn't just Traveler's Tales, even though Sonic Team doesn't actually get mentioned with its logo. But if you take a look at the credits, yeah, they did work on this game.
Yeah, John Burton was just a programmer on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So, as Pedro mentioned, hinted at, yeah, some characters do have different abilities, essentially, in this game.
Yes, Tails can fly, Knuckles can glide, Sonic has the double jump, Eggman can shoot, Amy's car can run on water, and that's basically it. The secret characters basically are robotic versions and therefore have similar abilities. Basically, the Egg Robo can shoot as well. So,
I would always just turn on ice physics the snowy setting to get to some places easier because Amy can go on water, but she's slow. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Amy and Eggman's main problem in this game. They're both really slow.
Okay. Now imagine if Amy played like she does in Sonic Advance 2.
I thought you were gonna say 06 for a second there, Junior.
Dibs, we're not trying to torment the players. And now Tails will go up against Metal Knuckles. Not as thematic a showdown, but okay.
I can think of one. Maybe Tails has been drugged by Eggman or something, and he thinks this is the real Knuckles.
Normally, I would just.
Is he trying to fight him then?
It's just Tails will be so embarrassed and humiliated. I think he lost to the real Knuckles.
Metal Knuckles is really fast, which is why I'm not using Amy. She's way too slow for this race.
Any race really.
And which is why I'm using Tails here. Like I said, normally I would gladly use Eggman again in Regal Ruin, but like I said, you have to beat the game at least once to unlock Eggman.
Eggman at least has the shooting thing, which helps him out. Trust me, being able to shoot characters actually can go quite a ways to help you winning in the race.
Also, I noticed another sound effect change. It uses the sound effect whenever you pick up a emblem thing that gives you a set amount of rings. The modders of this game use the sound effect that you get from collecting a red ring.
Yes. Basically,
more modern games.
Basically, the idea is to give the games more distinct sound effects instead of because the original game reuses the same sound effect for various things. So the idea is to make sure the sound effects there's a sound effect per thing. That way, you can easily identify what happened based on the sound effect. Again, like typically games usually are. So. Again, the idea was basically just to do some extra touches to just refine the game, just to give that game that extra bit of refinement.
Mm-hmm.
Why not, right? And like I said, this like I said, the primary improvement that I really like with the mods is like I said, the Eggman boss theme brought in here because it just fits the because it helps distinguish the difference between a normal race and a rival race. Alright, so now let's play as Amy properly in Reactor Factory. Basically, I'm using a code because I'm using
what is happening?
I'm using a code that makes it so that you always get in first place. But the problem is that it causes that thing to glitch. You know why? Because I'm not even kidding you. This is why I was telling you why you should first get the 7 emeralds, because if you get to this course with all characters unlocked, yeah, trying to beat this level as Amy is basically impossible, because the mechanical counterparts are way too fast for her.
You know what,
So
Sonny?
did
This
the-
is
did-
kind
so
of
in
like
Uni-
this. You know what, Sonny? This is essentially the sand level, just replace sand with water.
So in universe, basically, Amy bribed the race officials.
So
Yes.
let's just focus on getting the Chaos Emeralds.
Oh
We
my
got time.
god. So Amy pretty much developed the idea for All Stars Racing Transform before all these years, given our car can transform for water travel.
Yes, Sumo, you rip Traveler's Tales off, 0 out of 10.
Well, I mean, they're both British.
So they most definitely ripped each other off.
Funny, because Team Sonic Racing pretty much outright.
Is that what you guys do? You Brits just rip each other off over and over?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Dang it, I was about to say that. Why?
We rip off Wales. Wales rip us off.
Maybe we all just have the same brain wavelength.
Brits share a single brain cell.
And that's 7 Chaos Emeralds. And now we have to get in first place, which is why I needed to use that code, because there's no fucking way I can beat all these 4 guys with
Maybe if you
Amy.
just believe in yourself enough.
Why
you can
doesn't
do it.
Amy run in the universe? She's a hedgehog. Like, maybe did she? Is
She-
this like?
She doesn't have
is it
speed.
like-
She doesn't have speed shoes like Sonic does, though. To be fair.
But she can run fast in Heroes.
She got up to an entire planet all by herself.
To be fair, this is before all that. She
Yeah,
hadn't done
exactly,
enough-
Dwibs. Come on now.
But she
Yeah,
got up to a
but-
planet before
Yeah,
this.
she's in the planet in CD.
Oh,
How'd
well,
she get up there?
Well, according to the manual, Amy chased Sonic there. It's just that they didn't say how she gets there.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
to be
Shut
fair,
up, that's right.
and to be fair, her getting up there has nothing to do with her supposedly having enough speed. Especially since she was apparently there before him, if the first level is anything to go by.
And yeah, this
Wait.
the code also.
Congrats, Amy! You did it!
Amy, you got egg on your face.
Don't worry, I won anyway.
Don't worry, guys. I won anyway. I bribed the official. See? Look,
You do-
Amy #1. I win.
You don't like my puns, does she?
No. It's like,
All right. So now, now that we got all the Chaos
Now
Emeralds.
it's time to actually break this game over its back.
All right, Chiwe, I recommend you maybe turn away, because I restored Radiant Emerald to how it was in the Saturn version, meaning it's like this.
Oh goodness me! It's even worse than the Gems Collection version. What is this mess?
Basically, this is basically in the original Saturn version, Radiant Emerald actually looked transparent and was more flashy, as you can see. However, they reverted that in the PC versions, which is of course also the Gems version as well. However,
Should've
since
brought this stage.
so I decided to showcase so we can actually talk about this. Don't worry. You don't have to do this. You can revert it back if you want to.
Yeah, I am actually gonna have to not look at this. I'm sorry.
Go on.
Say because this is actually very beautiful.
My guess is
It's great.
oh yeah, obviously. My guess is they didn't really think ahead about this, but later when they made the PC port, they realized, yeah, we probably should fix this. But I wanted to showcase because I think it's an interesting topic to bring about, because a lot of people nowadays forget all about the Saturn version and they just play the Gems Collection version, which is the PC version, you know? So I wanted to, I wanted to talk about the original Saturn version specifically.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the point of the song where Richard Jack just gave up and said, "Yo, fuck it. For this section of the song, I'm just gonna have TJ sing everybody like 20 times."
Yeah, but she's gonna sing it amazingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. I think the Sonic series is lucky in that it rarely has singers doing vocal songs that can't really sing.
Dwibs, it's never Add vocal singers that
Cash,
can't
cash.
sing.
Cash Cat, yeah, I was about to say.
And you know what? Reach for the Stars was just fine. Thank you very much.
Oh my god, are you
Joe,
serious?
Guys, let's not get into come on.
Auto-tune made that.
Look, guys, we've already had this discussion before. It's fine if you don't like it. Doesn't change its awesomeness.
Yes, it does.
I like Reach for the Stars too.
I like Reach for the
Is there
Stars.
an instrumental version?
I enjoy that track. I just wish we had an instrumental version of it.
Okay.
We do have an instrumental version
instrumental
of it.
version that isn't just them reusing the first bit for the supersonic theme.
Yeah, like a full instrumental version of the full song. That's what I mean, because we do have it, but it's not the full version. Anyway.
Pretty sure we
Can
do
I
have
look back at the video, or are you going to show this one off again?
No.
Diamonds in the sky.
No. You can. No, you can. You can watch now.
Cool. Also, the credits theme is also a banger. Why?
Because, Shiroi. Because. So yeah, notice none of the credits. Okay, so for now we're going for Traveler's Tales stuff, people. But later on, there you go. And Dave Burton, I'm guessing that's John's brother. And yeah, Takashi. Oh, never mind. Izuka was involved. Game design director. Very, very good, Jova. Yasuhara was also a map design director. There you go. Kazuyuki Yoshino, aka the art director of CD, did additional artwork. Shigeru Okada, I don't know who this guy is, I forgot. He's from Sega Europe apparently, but I don't know. Character designer Yuji Wakawa, so this was actually the first time Yuji Wakawa did character designs. Richard did the music, of course.
They spelled Jack wrong.
Katz Sato, I don't know who this is. Yuji Naka, producer, obviously. So yeah, as you can see, Sonic Team.
The old gang was here, it seems.
Yeah, pretty much the entire gang is here. Oshin was also in here at some point, but I think I missed him. Oshima does show up. Oshima's name does show up at some point. Stephen Harding, I don't know who that is.
Did the mod also bring back the original Traveler's Tales logo? Because the PC version on Gems Collection has the really ugly, bland new one that they...
Oh, wow,
Yes,
Takeshi Iizuka was the game design director.
Yeah, we already said that, didn't we?
That's what the credits literally just showed a few seconds ago, so unless these credits are...
There you go. Naoto Oshima was a graphics advisor. There you go. That's it. And TJ Davis, courtesy of Freedom Management. Okay, thanks, Freedom Management. Now the credits for the
Thank
PC.
you, TJ Davis.
To answer Shiroi, what was your question again? Sorry.
If the mods also brought back the old Traveler's Tales logo, because
Yeah.
the PC version I played has the really bland one.
Well, you saw the logo earlier when you started. Is that the one?
No,
Yeah.
they replaced it with just a TT.
Yeah,
Like-
they replaced it with the one.
Oh,
we have
that.
now.
No. They have the old Traveler's Tales. Don't worry. It's the.
Traveler's Tales didn't replace their logo till 2005.
Yeah.
So I guess they just used it for the Gems Collection.
Yeah, they did
Yeah,
because
because Traveler's Tales did do some work on the Gems collection.
the version
Okay.
the version that I'm modding is the 2004 PC version, a year before the logo change. So that's the version that they put on Gems Collection, basically. All right, and that was Sonic R. Yeah, as you can see, there's not that much, even when you're trying to 100% the game. Yeah, this game, there's not that much to this game content-wise. You can basically finish it in about an hour. So yeah, and Yuji Naka
You
supervising.
don't get everything in one go. Like, it's...
Special thanks to Takashi Iizuka for working on the game, I guess. And
Thank you for being in the meeting room.
well, he was the game design director, Shiroi. So
I know.
I mean, Iizuka was very busy. Clearly, at this point, he was working on nights. He was working on on early concepts of adventure. I mean,
I guess he was kind of like the new rock star dev of Sonic Team when you think about it.
And now the characters are doing a ritual around a bottle of rum, probably.
Okay, so that was
Would
Sonic
you
Car.
ask for anything less from Sonic Car, Shiroi?
No.
Dej, your thoughts, please.
The game I always want to play, and it has a very neat concept that I feel like they should just elaborate on, especially since we have better technology and more characters. There's a lot that you can do with it. It's like I'm not against the sumo racing games or riders. I just feel like an on foot race fits the series' motif better.
I agree. I would have liked to see this concept iterated as well.
Also, music is great, but
yeah.
Next.
Shiroi.
No, this is great. I still enjoy it despite it being, very clearly flawed. It's just fun to play. The music is nice. Some of the best Sonic music, vocal themes wise, I should say. I would like to see something like this done again. The mobile stuff is good. I did play it for a while. The Sonic Forces speed battle specifically.
Mm-hmm.
I would just like to see, a full, console game, I guess I should say, like this again.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that, makes sense with the franchise, as well as a rhythm game. Can I have that at the same time, please?
No, it's not too bad.
But I want them. Anyway, that's it. It's a nice little thing. I just wish they did something more with it in the future.
Dubs.
Yeah, okay. It's nice to see that the mods do add a few little tweaks here to make it a bit more varied in terms of presentation. Even if it is a bit weird, hearing sound effects from a Sonic game like from 2010 onwards being one that was made in 1997. Unfortunately, it is still Sonic R with its failings. The controls are really, really slippery, which is a really bad thing to have in a racer. While it is good that they try to implement the 2D Sonic philosophy of having a lot of exploration in a racing game, it could, combined with the sloppy controls, it could cause you to run into a lot of things. The graphics are really good for its time, and yeah, I mean, yeah, the lyrics are kind of trash, but the actual music and singing do a lot of the heavy lifting. But unfortunately, it's the controls that really kill this game, and. But I mean, on one hand, it's definitely the worst Sonic game on the Saturn. But I mean, it's not like one of the worst Sonic games ever or anything. Like, I mean, although that's the thing with Sonic and the Saturn, because it didn't get a mainline game because Extreme just didn't make it out. What we did get on the Saturn was either a mediocre isometric game where you could choose from either a really good soundtrack but with Mega Drive looking graphics, or an also really good soundtrack with better graphics and better special stages, but it was still the same average game. You also have Sonic Jam on Saturn, by the way, not Gamecom. Where it was a decent collection of the earlier games, and CD, and with a good overall that will show what Sonic 2 would be doing later on. And this game, which was a pretty poor racer, to be honest. It is easy to see why the Saturn era of Sonic isn't exactly that fondly looked upon, because there were so few Sonic games in the first place. but there are the bits and pieces of groundwork laid for what would become the adventure formula. What were certain people worked on this also doing adventure. But yeah, that's it. It's all in service of a pretty poor racing game.
Jova.
Yeah, it's good, honestly. I mean, the controls needed work, but honestly, it's a really great concept. Just wish we could have done more with it, but yeah, for what we had, it's fine. I do like the variations, how, again, they inject good exploration into the game here and there, and the music is baller. So yeah, Had a good time back then. Had a good time now.
Same. For even though it's technically badly designed, there's a very unique charm to this game that still makes it
It's
enjoyable.
the kind that you just can't get mad at.
And like I said, this cheese is so good. You gotta try it, Shiroi. It's so good.
Yes. That was great with
If
the
it's
corn.
Swiss cheese, I'm not interested, unfortunately.
I agree.
Swiss
Swiss is one of the few bad cheeses.
this cheese tastes a lot better than "You're My Heroes" lyrics.
I kind of like that song, but sure. Let me put this way: if you think of that song as the original Amy theme, it works.
But there's much better Amy themes, including
Oh, yeah.
the ones for.
Amy just goes around shaving cats. It's weird.
I mean, my favorite.
Yeah.
I know it's technically Team Rose's theme, but let's face it, the lyrics just refer specifically to Amy.
Oh no! Don't
Yeah.
you see?
Prefer that one over My Sweet Passion.
Well, technically, Follow Me is when you could argue that Follow Me is about the entire team's passion to find their loved ones, in a sense.
I guess it's just that with those, I don't know. It just feels like it clearly is. But to me, like Follow Me is actually
we
my.
could already assume that Cheese and Chocolo were mates, and hey, we don't know what Big does with Froggy behind the scenes.
Jova,
Anyway.
please don't put that mental image in my mind.
And if you post any picture, I am no. I hate
I'm
it.
glad I didn't hear that.
Whatever. The point is, Follow Me is actually my person. Follow Me is actually my favorite of the Amy-related themes. But go on, Jova, carry on.
Yeah, no. I will always have a soft spot for this game in my heart. Always.
And that was the Sonic car because fully modded and Saturnized. Hope you enjoyed this. Who knows? Maybe one of these days we'll also redo 3D Blast while we're at it. Who knows? Maybe yes, maybe no. Depends on how things go. See you there.
See it.
See ya.
Yeah.